So every time Phanteks shows off anything new at Computex, CES, or anything else, we're always very impressed, and today is no different.
If you love what you see from the show, NVIDIA, Phanteks, NCIX, and MSI made this Computex possible.
So there are a couple of updates with their already established cases. The Enthoo Primo DS, which stands for Dual System, will receive a micro ATX support. So it will feature a full ATX support and a micro ATX system in there. So dual systems, which is pretty incredible, and a new bracket that allows you to flip your GPU with a vertical PCI bracket extender that allows the graphics cards to be facing you and not be sort of installed the standard way inside the motherboard. It's a very cool way to show off your graphics card and also allow you to install a full-size graphics card for the bottom chamber where the micro ATX board is, since there is not enough width for the GPU to be sort of in its default position. The next three upgrades come with the Enthoo Pro M, which is a nice budget mid-tower, very enjoyable experience, and now it has received the tempered glass treatment and is going to be a slight premium, so it's going to be a $99 price point with one tempered glass side panel. The second update will be the Enthoo Evolve Tempered Glass Edition, the Evolve ATX that is. If you guys haven't seen it, make sure to check out our video on that. And the last one is the Enthoo Lux, which receives a new color, which is this gray, very sparkly, awesome aluminum looking color, and a tempered glass side panel for only one side, while the other side is solid. But you guys are all here for this very unique new case, which was originally named the Project 916 back at CES, but we have a full name for that one, and that is the Phanteks Enthoo Elite. So the cool thing about the Elite is that Phanteks are not kidding when they're trying to really provide the enthusiast community with absolutely everything that we need inside an enclosure that accommodates for water cooling, modular aspects of things, not wasting any space, having support for multiple systems inside a single chassis, while utilizing every single inch of that enclosure to its full potential, no space wasted, dust filters everywhere, tons of water cooling support with fans, beautiful construction, so all premium materials with 4mm aluminum tempered glass side panels that swivel to open, which is so awesome. There is very clever interior design. So there's three chambers. So there's the main chamber, there's the bottom chamber, and then there is the sort of the rear chamber for all your cable management, and all of that is so well designed, so you can have multiple radiators installed inside the system, a 560mm radiator at the front with a little removable piece at the front there, so that it can accommodate for radiators. You can install multiple radiators in the bottom chamber while also supporting things at the top. And then when looking at the back, it also features this new vertical PCI treatment, so you can install your graphics cards in the vertical position with these PCI brackets without modding required. All of that will be included with the case, which is so cool because they've seen that modders love the positioning of the GPUs in its vertical position. Part of all these premium features come plenty more. So for example, at the front I/O, which includes bunch of things like color support, little wheel that you can press to cycle between different modes, or you can rotate the wheel to cycle between different colors. And there's a Type-C port, which is awesome. But one cool thing is the HDMI pass-through. So that is awesome because with VR world and VR compatible graphics cards making their way into the market, especially with graphics cards like EVGA, 980 Ti VR edition, and most likely 1080 VR editions as well, you will be able to route an HDMI directly from the graphics card, so you don't have to sort of worry about reaching behind the computer to connect stuff. You have an HDMI port right at the front. Another cool feature with the Enthoo Elite is the little grommeted cutout behind the rear side panel. So that will allow you to route LED system that will be connected to the case or perhaps to your motherboard to whatever area around your area, basically, to light up your scene exactly the same way as you would with the case, so that you have consistency in lighting, all controlled through a single tap of a button. So the Phanteks Enthoo Elite is supposed to be priced at $699, which is, in my opinion, totally justifiable. I'm not just saying this because Phanteks is our sponsor and, you know, we're totally transparent about that. One really cool aspect is that we have all these different panels that supports like 5¼ inch drive base that we'll be able to install on the interior. So for those who require like a fan controller to be installed inside, but don't want to compromise on that beautiful front solid finish, there you go. You can have a 5¼ inch drive bay on the interior, and it also comes with multiple brackets for micro ATX system if you want to install that at the bottom. And one of the coolest features I find is that you see those drives inside. So the SSDs are rotated in the correct position, which is awesome. And the SSDs are sitting on, it's like a hard drive tray that will support 2.5 and 3.5 inch drives, but it is removable so that you can route cables easier. So it is actually acting as a sort of a cable hider and supposed to organize things. And removing that, a different bracket that will support a radiator or fans, and that will blow air through the backside panel, which has a little removable piece with a fan filter. And so you can have, instead of having drives there, you can have a radiator in that position blowing air through the back of the case. And to wrap up everything with the Elite, it looks like a fantastic enclosure, and especially because it carries that Phanteks character. You can clearly tell this has been inspired by the Enthoo Primo. A lot of the features have been carried over, like the beautiful curve at the very bottom. It's like one piece, which I find really, really interesting. And I can't wait to see what the Enthusiast community can do to fully utilize what the case has to offer. But guys, this has been the update within the case category.